I'm selling them basically to my friends and the 600 kids that live around here.
Did they know they needed snakes until you went into the snake business?
No. But now they realize that snakes are a neat thing to have, and they're different than a cat or a dog.
If he sells one to my kids, I'm getting it. Chad tells News Center 4's Luann Aiken that Snakes Incorporated has taken about $50 so far. The company will be donating that money to the Denver Zoo. Well, a great cause, but...
Enterprising business people coming up.
Very good.
Coming up on First News. Larry.
They call themselves Snakes Incorporated and say prospects for the future look very good indeed. The group has already caught about 100 snakes for sale to neighborhood kids who aren't ambitious enough to catch their own.
Well, I thought it'd be a very profitable business, and since my friends catch snakes quite a bit, thought it might make me a lot of money pretty quick.
Is it doing that?
Yes.
Chad tells News Center 4's Luann Aiken his company will be donating all the profits to the Denver Zoo. There's something in Congress about that, making a lot of money and donating the profits. So far, the firm has raised about $50. The probing question is, why would a neighborhood kid want to buy a snake?
I don't know.
I hate snakes. I'm sorry.
And we'll be right back with more news after
Doors. Kathy Walsh has the story.
Yeah!
For about 5 months now, that's been the sweet shriek of success for a dozen Arapahoe County kids. The 12 have braved the brush around Cherry Creek Reservoir, rummaging for the reptiles. They formed a business, Snakes Incorporated, and from their cardboard headquarters, sold the snakes. They raised $50 and Friday planned to donate the money to the Denver Zoo to help build a reptile house. But now they've been told the bucks stop here. Parent Larry Wigan got a call from a zoo official.
He had indicated that they had received a lot of negative feedback, and that that had changed the zoo's position, that they did not feel that they were in a position of accepting more adverse publicity.
Apparently, according to Wigan, a woman had complained to various agencies that catching and selling snakes exploited the wildlife population, so zoo officials opted not to accept the money. Some disappointed kids found that tough to understand.
We're not killing snakes, we're catching them and selling them. And then we're using the money for good things. We just gave them money and they won't take it because it's probably that we probably didn't give them enough or something.
Parents, too, were a bit perturbed.
They went into this whole adventure kind of, you know, just wanting to have fun, and it's turned out to be quite a disaster.
I personally had designated the Denver Zoo as a beneficiary of my estate. I intend to change that tomorrow.
But the kids said they did learn some lessons.
No, there are crazy people out there that want to shut businesses down and things, and I better watch out for them.
Zoo officials declined an on-camera interview. As for what happens to the snake snagging money now, well, that's yet to be decided. Kathy Walsh, News Center 4.
The drama's finally over in West Denver.
Wildlife officials say it's illegal to trap any snakes, and it's highly illegal to sell the snakes. So Snakes Incorporated finds itself overstocked with dozens of snakes they'll simply have to let go. And in Aurora, that pit bull terrier who mauled a young boy last week
today. Kathy Walsh has the story.
Snakes Incorporated will have to close its cardboard headquarters. For 5 months now, a dozen Arapahoe County kids have been snagging snakes and selling them to friends. They raised $50 and hope to donate it toward construction of a reptile house at the Denver Zoo. But yesterday they were told their gift is unacceptable. Today they were informed their business is illegal. Kurt Madriaga of the Colorado Division of Wildlife visited some of the reptile retrievers and gave them a lesson in Colorado law.
That they are allowed to keep 6 of each species for themselves if they want, for their enjoyment. But as far as selling it, they weren't allowed to sell any.
Madriaga said wildlife officials aren't bad guys, just concerned Coloradans.
And I think these kids were pretty efficient at catching these snakes, and they could have an impact on the population of snakes found in the area.
Today, while cooling off, Chad Wygand and his friends weren't convinced Snakes Incorporated would have much of an impact, but they plan to respect the law.
I'm a little bit depressed, and I don't want to break any laws. So I'd rather quit selling them than go to jail.
Where the $50 will go, however, is still in question. Madriaga said the Wildlife Division would accept it, but the kids aren't considering that option. However, they are mulling over building a reptile house of their own. While Snakes Incorporated may soon sport an out-of-business sign, already the kids are contemplating another livelihood. They used to run a bakery, so they may go from snakes back to cakes, a more conventional way to make a buck. Kathy Walsh, News Center 4.
An added note, the kids say they're not giving up snakes entirely. They do plan to keep the allotted number as pets.
They're welcome to them.
Today, the group was out in front of its headquarters displaying the reptilian creatures they're so fond of. They catch the snakes near Cherry Creek Dam. The trouble started last year when word got out they were selling the serpents for a small charge. The Division of Wildlife found out and put a stop to the snake sales. Now the executives of Snakes Incorporated say they'll be operating within the law, giving the snakes away and selling food and supplies to care for the snakes. They're hoping their business won't slither away. Snake food.